welcome back to my channel. It is 2020. Happy New Year to you guys. And as a New Year resolution, I said to myself, I'm going to focus more on being more social media friendly. I'm going to focus on doing more YouTube tutorials. There's a lot of you guys, well, some of you guys, maybe not a lot of you guys, but some of you guys are asking for tutorials when I post certain pictures. And I don't usually do beauty or glam tutorials because I find them to be boring because I'm not really fun. I don't know how to make this fun for you guys. So I figured, let me try, and also let me do an actual talk through instead of doing a voiceover. I am a little sick, so my voice is gonna sound a little nasally, and you guys are gonna see me doing that a few times, but I wanted to just really show you guys how I did my New Year's Eve glam. I did post a couple of New Year's Eve glam photos for like inspo. In my real life, I don't usually wear that much makeup, so I wanted to give you guys something a little more realistic, something a little more everyday, glam, wearable, and I also wanted to show you guys some of my techniques that I do. So hopefully you guys like this video, and if you like this look, stay tuned because we are going to get started right now. Let's pull this screen over. Alright guys, so we are going to begin this makeup tutorial. As you guys can see, my skin is super raw. I am really sick right now, so I've been abusing my nose with all tissue and stuff. Of course, I'm not using a proper tissue. I've been using toilet tissue. But anyway, I am going to dive in with this Glossier product all over my nose area. I already have Aquaphor all over the skin. I've been using those two products, especially right now in the winter, because it's very brutal. I have super duper duper dry skin, but I really do love this stuff for both my lips and my skin. I have used this on a client, actually a few of my clients, and also recommending Aquaphor all the time because like I said, it's really dry. So I'm just making sure my face is nice and moisturized. It's so red. My nose is so red. But anyway, I am going to show you guys how I did my New Year's Eve glam, and it was super simple, it was super easy. And the first thing I did was dive in with my L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour wear. I love this stuff. So I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hands. This is in the shade 480. And I'm gonna take my little sponge here. Sometimes I just use my hands, but. So this is the first time, maybe not the first time, but I'm pretty sure it's the first time that I'm doing a talk through video with you guys. I decided that this year I actually spend a little bit more time on social media, having you guys get to know me getting to know you guys. I'll spend more time on YouTube because I kind of just throw up tutorials and then kind of that's it. And I do it every once in a while, mainly more so around Halloween, and then I'm like, I don't care about social media, but I want to be more involved this time around. Yeah. As you guys can see, this foundation shade is matching the rest of my skin tone better because my face is always just super white, whereas everything else is a little more, I don't want to call myself tan because I'm super pale right now, but yellow? Can we say that? Anyway, so because I am not usually doing talk throughs, I'm not usually filming on YouTube all year round or even on Instagram all year round, I need help. I need you guys to tell me what it is that you guys want to see. So the reason why I care so much about what it is that you guys want to see is because I notice a huge drastic change in when I post photos of clients opposed to when I post maybe photos of myself, or when I post creative photos or optical illusion, or even just glam on myself. I just noticed there's a huge difference. I don't know if it's that you guys just want to see me more opposed to my clients, but I mean my clients are popping too, just saying. But definitely let me know what you guys want to see, because sometimes I'm not really sure, and I think that's what kind of discourages me to film for YouTube, because I'm like, they don't want to see that. So some of the plans that I have, and I'll talk to you about it, and then you guys can comment and just let me know if I'm right or wrong. But what I'm thinking would be interesting for you guys to see is maybe more tutorials on how I work with clients. The reason why I'm saying that is because I do one-on-one classes with fellow makeup artists, or even people that just want to learn on themselves. But I find that I personally really love to watch videos of other makeup artists working on their clients, because you get to see techniques, you get to see what kind of products they're using and all that cool stuff. and it just gives you perspective, and it makes you kind of double back and look at what you're doing, what it is that you have in your kit. One person that I really love, her name is Angie, I forget her last name, but I found her on YouTube, and I really like that she gives like step-by-step instructions on how she handles her clients or does things, and I found that was really helpful for me as a working makeup artist. So I was thinking about doing videos like that, doing transformation videos with my clients, and then of course doing more just videos of myself, whether it be creative looks, just makeup, glam, whatever, I don't know. So I'm thinking about doing that for sure. Okay, so now that my foundation is on, you guys can see I still have like a glow peeking through my foundation, and that's because of the Aquaphor that's underneath. The concealer I'm using today is like one that I'm absolutely in love with. It is the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation. This is in the shade Linen. I love this stuff, guys. First of all, it's only like $4. I get it at Walmart or any drugstore, but it's so cheap and it's so good. I like that it is a mattifying concealer because again, I'm not applying so much powder, so this does really help with not moving around. So I kind of just do it there, and then I do my outer eye area just because this area is always super red because again, I'm always abusing my skin. I'm getting better at it, don't worry. But right now my skin is so textured, I don't know if you guys can see, but dairy happened. I got really excited this holiday season, so I'll catch you up real quick on my life. For those of you guys who have been following me for a little bit of time and have been seeing my Instagram and also have seen my like weight loss video, you know that I went through this whole like weight loss transition stage last summer, and I was doing really well. I was doing keto, I was working out all the time, I was following a Hannah Eden workout plan, which I absolutely love her, and I got off of keto probably like around October of last year, and I would kind of go back and forth. I would do keto or I would do super low carb, and I was eating decent. I wasn't doing the best, but it was just better than what I was in the past, right? And so I don't know, I kept doing really well all throughout the year after that, and then summer came. And you know, I don't know, for me I was like, oh, I look good, I can eat what I want right now. And then 20 pounds later, I'm like back at square one. So holiday kicked my ass because I've been eating. And when I say holiday, I kind of count since September. September was like holiday season for me. And then I was blaming it. I was like, yeah, holiday, all these meals, blah, 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 blah. And I would go to the gym here and there, but I just wasn't going consistently. I damn sure wasn't eating the way I should have been. I'm gonna just do this area because it's so red. But I damn sure wasn't eating the way I should have been. So I'm just one of those, you know, the statistics saying that, oh, 2020, I'm gonna start. But the good part is I know that, you know, I've done it before, so I know I could do it again. But I just have to stick to it. But then there's times that I just really want Flamin' Hot Cheetos and everything is just out the door. That's it. Okay, so now that I have all this concealer on, I'm just gonna blend it out. See? All blended. So I am going to use my Cinema Secrets palette. This is in the 100 series. I think I always write 100A or 100B, but it's just 100 series, that's it. I really love Cinema Secrets. I love their foundation products. I love their brush cleaner. You guys know all this. I love their powders. Like, I'm just a huge fan of Cinema Secrets. But anyway, so I'm just gonna dip into like these two tones here. It looks like it's gonna be super dark, but I like that bronzy J-Lo tone, so I don't care. I don't care. So I'm just going to start contouring. I usually pay attention to like the top portion of my ear and I bring it down into a diagonal, so just like this, right? And that's where I'll know where to put my actual contour. Before, I used to follow the actual like right underneath the cheekbone, so for me it would be like right under here, but then it would make my face kind of look a little droopy, and I didn't like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna say on the actual bone, and then just kind of get it all up here, and then really shape up my jawline, especially right now because like I said, homegirl done gained some weight. Okay. So I guess now that I'm here, one of the things that I really want to talk about is like coming up with creating content all the time. I feel like that part is hard. There definitely are months where I'm just like totally out of it and I cannot think of what to do. On my forehead. I can't think of what to do. I'm like not inspired, not even a little bit, you know. So that's why I need your guys' help. I need you guys to comment, let me know what it is you guys want to see, all that good stuff. Or if you have your own YouTube, tell me how it is that you guys come up with stuff, how you stay in creative mode, because it is really hard. And I haven't even really started yet. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to bronzing everything up with powders to kind of get rid of this oh so shiny look. I don't still want to powder like my center area just yet. I don't want to bake, I don't want to do all that stuff. I don't want to start looking cakey. Plus when I do the eye area, there's gonna be probably a little bit of fallout, so just fix all that later. I am going to go in with the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder, and this is in the shade NA, so it's a cappuccino shade. And I really like the idea now of going in with powder foundations for my bronzers and actually to set underneath the eyes. I understand it's double foundation, but I'm not applying that much product anyway, so that part is fine. And I'm just gonna pat into my little powder. I don't know why I just threw it so hard. And instead of swiping, because obviously we don't want it to become muddy and go all over the place, I'm just going to pat everything into the skin. Guys, I'm like one huge walking germ right now. Disgusting. So see, I'm just really tapping everything in and I'm blending it by like when I tap it, I kind of just push everything and mix the product. I hope this is making sense. So I am going to now dive in with my blush. I'm using my absolute hands down favorite right now, which is the NYX Cosmetics blush in Summer. So this comes out very pigmented and I just did like one tap. So I just kind of, I have like a little towel laid out in front of me, so I just kind of tap it on there, but typically I'll just like take my arm and do this, whatever. So again, I'm just gonna push into the skin like so. So see, I'm pretty sure right now it looks super hefty and super like, okay, that's way too much blush. So what I do is, I just take a brush that doesn't have anything on it and I just kind of dilute it a little bit. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go back over with powder, so it doesn't really matter. Don't worry guys, everything is gonna come all together, I promise. Right now it doesn't look too promising though. I'm gonna take this really big fluffy brush. This is from Moda Pro and it is the flat powder brush. I love this brush, but I use it for highlighting. So I'm gonna go in with my Ofra Cosmetics in Rodeo Drive, right? And I just get a nice little amount going on there. And you guys know how to highlight. So I just get in all the high points. I actually have the Jouer Skinny Dip in my hand, so I'm now going to go ahead and dip into there and get that chest area again. This is super like wet looking and I love this. Look at that. Alright, so now for all like the little detailed pieces, I'm just gonna take a very small brush. This is the Naked brush because there's nothing on here, but I'm pretty sure this is Morphe, I think. So I'm just gonna get the inner corners of my eye. I'm gonna get my little eyebrow area and then this little centered area, right? And then take my finger and really just blend that. So for the eyes, on New Year's Eve, I went in with this, it's a shimmer powder called Dark Orchid, And I honestly, guys, I really did forget what the brand was. I got this shadow. It's so beautiful and I actually never use it. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it without me dropping it. It looks kind of purple in the cap, but it's like purple metallic-y with little shimmers, but then when you blend it out, it gives like a brownish, it's like a horrible description, I don't know. It's really beautiful though. But I like to keep the eye area a little wet. Like you saw, obviously I didn't add powders or anything. And I just apply it with my finger. Goes on very pretty like that. And then I just have a, let me see, a Morphe 441 brush here. And I'm just going to blend out the edges of that. So I'm now going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. This is the Bling Boss palette, and I'm going to just go in with the shade Rockstar. Just grab it a little bit. I don't want it to be too, it's very pigmented, so I'm gonna wipe a little bit off. And then I'm just going to blend that into the crease. Alright, so I'm now actually going to take this little mermaid brush here that I don't also know the name of because I'm literally horrible at this. This is exactly why I don't think I've done like talk throughs on YouTube or anything. It's stressful. So anyway, I'm just going to smudge this at the bottom of my eye. Now I know with purple tones, most of the time people want to say with a cooler tone, but you can go, because purple is purple, you can go on ahead and add browns and stuff and make it a little warmer if you want to. Now because of my skin color and eye color, I do like to always warm up my looks because I'm yellow, so cool tones don't always look the best on me. I'm not really crazy about it. I'm just gonna take this brown and go underneath my eye. And really just smudge that all out. What? The rest of it. So a lot of the time people ask how to not get any creasing at the bottom of their eye or anything, and my biggest secret is the eyeshadow placement. I place eyeshadow underneath my eye and I just smudge it in, and it kind of meshes with the powder itself, with the concealer itself, so it doesn't move around. See how I'm warming this up now? And you see how it's kind of low here in the crease? So later on, oh damn, I forgot I didn't powder. So later on, it won't get all creasy. Does that make sense? I hope so. I'm gonna add the browns back up here as well, so we can, of course, warm that area up. I'm gonna go back in with my original brush here, a little more brown, and really just blend all of that. I like a super like smoked out, super like a super smoked out and blended out shadow. I don't know. I just like the idea of like not knowing where the shadow starts or ends. I think that's really pretty. That's just me though. Of course I take my little sponge from earlier and I just clean up that area in the event there was any fallout. And to just make it a little more precise right here in these little corner areas. Alright, so now that we have the eyeliner done, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of mascara. I use this mascara on my clients and I have one for myself as well. It is my absolute favorite mascara. It is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I love this stuff. It's so good. So I'm just going to curl them from the top to make sure that all the shadow that was on there is gone, and then bring it upward. Alright, so now that I'm done applying 100 layers of mascara, I'm going to go in with the Cinema Secrets brush. It is literally like a flat concealer brush, but I'm just gonna use it for a little more precision. I'm gonna dip into the Secret from the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Ring the Alarm palette. There we go. And I'm just gonna like go into my lower lash line and tight line. Now that I'm all set with my actual makeup, I'm now going to finally powder. I know y'all were like, oh my god, when is she gonna powder with her oily ass? It's not oily, my skin is actually dry. It's the Aquaphor with the glow. Anyway, you're about to see a huge difference. So I am going in with the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder in W4. This is in the shade, that's not what I was using, ignore me. Yeah, it's W4 in the shade Natural Beige. Now this one is a warm one. They do have the same exact shades in a more neutral tone or in a more, cool tone, which the cool tone has more of like a pinkier undertone, so it's not really for me. I am Hispanic, I am Asian, I am yellow, okay? So I'm just going to lightly dust. Oh, I'm using the Sigma Spotlight Duster. It's in the F37. It is the F37 brush. Okay, so I'm not crazy about this brush. At first I really was, and I don't know if it's just the way I wash my brushes, but like, okay, look at this, okay, so whatever. Anyway, I just use it now just to kind of dust away. So you see automatically how like my chin mattified, but it still has like that nice little glow. Can you guys see it? It looks like just a natural glow underneath. So I love this stuff. And you guys can do it with any, it doesn't have to be L'Oreal. MAC has a really good powder foundation. I actually, yeah, no, I really like theirs, but my girl Vanessa, shout out to Miss Nessa Ann on Instagram. She is part of the Artistry NYC team. She is converting to all like more natural makeup, and I really, bruh. That's not what I was supposed to be using. Back with our regular scheduled programming, my bad. Anyway, so shout out to Miss Nessa Ann. That's my sister, I love her. Anyway, so she has converted, or is in the transitional phases of converting her entire makeup kit to more natural, vegan, organic, clean makeup. So I'm actually gonna ask her for some advice, because I know all this has a lot of ingredients in it that a lot of you guys may not be too fond of, and so when I find a really good powder foundation to do the same trick, I will let you guys know. Until then, I'm using this, all right? So you see, it doesn't have to be, your makeup doesn't have to be too powdery, too cakey. This method right here is going to allow your skin to still peek through and look super natural, but super pretty and glam. So I love this method. Now, if you have super oily skin, of course you want to use a primer. I'm skipping the primer step because I usually do. I usually don't add a primer to myself. My makeup does stay all day. Even to my clients, I'm not always adding a primer. Alright, so I'm moving on to the lips, which is one of my absolute favorite parts because I'm no longer looking like I've been stuffing my face with powdered donuts. So I'm using the NYX Mahogany lip liner, which is my go-to, is my everyday. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. I'm now just going to take Linen again, concealer, and I'm just gonna dab it in the middle, in the center of my lip. I'm now gonna take the JLo and Inglot lip gloss in Gold Lips. Definitely hands down my favorite lip gloss, as well as the Fenty. Those two are like the only lip glosses I ever use anyway. And that's it, guys. This is the look. I personally want to make my like chest and arm area a little more pronounced, so I'm just gonna do this. Bring it in. That's what I like, not even just for New Year's, every day. See that? Bring it in. That's what I do for all my clients too. I kind of give them that nice little glow, that JLo glow. Okay.